Zach Lavine, a first-time All-Star selection this season, has been one of the most underrated players in the league since his debut in 2015. Despite his electric scoring numbers and high-flying dunks, the consensus on Lavine as a superstar around the league has been mixed. Let's take a look at what some players and coaches think of the Bulls guard. Number 10, Kevin Durant. KD is one of the purest scorers of all time, so he knows one when he sees them. KD has praised Lavine as not only a bucket getter, but also a budding superstar. When asked about who some of his favorite young players in the league are, Durant stated Lavine as one of his. I think Zach Lavine has superstar potential. The way he played last year, he can shoot the ball so quick and with such accuracy, and he plays with toughness. A lot of people don't understand that, but I see it. He's going to be a force going forward. KD even picked Lavine in the 2021 All-Star Draft, stating, "I'm very excited about this one." Earning Durant's badge of approval is no small feat, so it's clear that the Nets superstar has high respect for the 26-year-old All-Star guard. Number 9, Bradley Beal. Beal has been a longtime fan of Lavine, as the two are relatively similar in age and somewhat comparable in their playstyles. When asked earlier this season about what it's like to play against Lavine following a matchup between the two, Beal responded, "It is hell. It's hell. Zach Lavine is a bona fide scorer in this league. He should hands down be an all-star, I'm not debating. He's getting my vote. Every time we play it's like this. It's competitive," Beal said. "We're always seeing who can outcompete the other guy, who can lead their team to victory. He's been playing some of the best basketball in the league over the last couple of games. He came in, had 39 before this tonight. So he's electric, man. He has a great change of pace, can shoot the three. He's a three-level scorer, man." Beal has also endorsed Lavine for an all-star spot before, showing his love for the former UCLA Bruin, stating, "Zach is a special talent. He's more than deserving of a spot. What he's able to do on the floor, you have to plan for him. When you see the Chicago Bulls, oh, we got Zach Lavine tonight, you know that's the game plan. You know the plan is to stop him. You gotta respect that. I think people are going to snub him like they did me, and I hope they don't because he got my vote. It sucks, but me and him are killing the East as guards. I'll never say you're better than me, but he's hooping." Clearly, Beal is a huge fan of Lavine's game and sees him being an all-star fixture and league star for many years to come. Number 8, PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker has been watching Zach Lavine for quite some time, so he, like many others, noticed when Zach Lavine hit his stride at the beginning of this season. To put it simply, Tucker tweeted, "He's arrived. He's got a lot better. He's having just as good of a year as anybody in the league right now, and he's keeping his team into games every single night, even in the losses." Zach Lavine has made it clear that he wants to be viewed as an elite player. He's locked in. This year he's crafting an all-star type season, and the work is paying off. Tucker clearly likes what he's seeing from the 26-year-old guard and feels that he's finally beginning to reach his sky-high potential. Number 7, LeBron James. James has had an interest in Lavine as a player for a while, even rumored to be wanting to join forces with him on the Lakers. During the All-Star draft this year, both James and Durant praised Lavine, with James stating, "That boy a sniper. That boy got game. He got serious game." James also pointed out how Lavine's evolution from being a high-flying wing to a high-scoring guard, capable of leading a team night in and night out. While Lavine has stated that James would be a dream teammate to play with, James wouldn't mind either, likely thinking higher of the all-star guard than most around the league. Do you think Zach Lavine is capable of being the best player on a championship squad? Or is he a 1B needing a 1A? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 6, Otto Porter Jr. Porter has had a first-hand look at Lavine's growth and development into an all-star caliber player since being traded to the Bulls in February of 2019. So it's safe to say he highly respects Zach and has seen the work he's put in to get where he is today. When asked what makes Lavine different now versus before, Porter Jr. responded, "His mindset has definitely changed over the years. He knows that in order for us to be a contender, that he has to be able to make plays for everybody else. He's learning how to get everybody else going because he's always going to be able to score. But it's doing all the other things that help the team win. He's starting to do a lot more of that." Porter Jr. has also stated that Lavine is a budding superstar in this league and that it'll be exciting to see where he goes from here. The sky's the limit for him. Porter Jr. is obviously a big fan of Lavine and is excited to see where he can go as both a player and leader from here. Number 5, Chris Paul. While Paul has not had a lot to say about Lavine's game in the past, the point guard did tweet out praises for the Bulls guard following a recent 35-point outburst against the Thunder, tweeting, "Zach Lavine is nice as Obviously, the future Hall of Famer is a big fan of the young guard's game, and will be taking notice of him for years to come. Number 4, Doc Rivers. Rivers, the Eastern Conference head coach for the 2021 All-Star Game, raved about Lavine to the media prior to the weekend's game. When asked about what he thinks of Lavine's ascension, Rivers stated, "You kind of saw it coming. But it's been amazing. His ability to score the basketball, especially in the situation where when you're playing the Bulls, you kind of know where they're going. He's their go-to guy and yet he's still getting it. And he's doing it efficiently." Rivers also said, "He's one of the rare athletic guys, usually athletic guys are more at the basket and we know him for his dunks, that's a great shooter. That combination you don't get to see a lot, and we're seeing it now." Rivers got a first-hand look at Lavine's abilities during the 2021 All-Star Game for the first and likely not the last time. Doc clearly has high respect for the youngster and believes in his elite talent and hard work. Number 3. Jamal Crawford. Crawford, who's a close friend and mentor of Lavine, has been advocating for the first-time All-Star since he entered the league back in 2015. Crawford, who was asked what makes Lavine special from other players, stated, "Nobody's gonna outwork him. He's such a great young man, and he's somebody you want leading your franchise. And even if some people don't see it right now, I guarantee they'll see it soon enough." He highlighted that although Lavine's teams haven't had the most success during his short career, people will begin to take even more notice of Lavine once they start winning. I think it's Lavine's game continuing to grow. You can look at him as one of the young stars in the league, and I don't think he'll be validated until the Bulls have a winning season and they're in the playoffs, and then people are like, "Oh, he's an all-star." It happens that fast. But I think right now, he's setting the groundwork down and showing he can be a consistent, capable star who can lead his team every single night and to wins. Once that change in the circumstances takes place, then everything else changes after that, and people look at you in a different light, and then you get the respect you deserve. Crawford has high respect for his close friend and feels that the best is yet to come for Lavine. Number 2. Tom Thibodeau. Thibodeau, who coached Lavine back during his sophomore year in Minnesota, has always had high praise for the guard despite trading him after his second season. Thibodeau, who witnessed Lavine's growth during his second season, stated, "He's continued to grow, I think, each year. I think sometimes we tend to forget the steps that players take to get to the point to where they are today." And for Zach, he started off, I think he scored around 13 or 14 points a game his first year. Then there was another 4-point jump. Now he's up to 26, 27. He's shooting 50, 40, 90. He's an elite shooter. He's a great athlete, but he's a great guy, a hard worker. So you knew he would continue to improve. He's playing at a very high level. Tibbs also stated, "I think even he'd admit to this, he's worked so hard on his game, developing step-backs, handling the ball, playing pick and roll, driving to the basket. He's worked incredibly hard on all those things. But he knows there's another piece that he wants to grow into, and I think he's been pretty committed to trying to do that." Clearly, Tibbs is still quite fond of Lavine, even floating the idea of trading for the electric guard this season. Number 1. Thad Young. Young, who's been another mentor during Lavine's ascension, praised him for the progression and work he's put in since entering the league. Young stated, "For me to see him as a rookie and him be my rook, to watching a guy tirelessly put in work each day, and for him to be able to receive the recognition of being an all-star and top-tier guy in the league is huge for me as a teammate. Not only am I a teammate, we consider ourselves brothers also. For me, it's huge. It's like we're both getting this recognition," Young said. "I told him when I first signed with the Chicago Bulls that I have 2 objectives: to help you become an all-star and help this franchise get back to the playoffs. We're halfway there. We still have some work to do. I'm really happy for him." Young also praised Lavine for his desire to always improve, stating, "He's always asking me what does he need to do in order to take that next step. And I'm very critical with him. I think that's one of the biggest things is he respects me because I'm critical with him. I don't sugarcoat anything. I just try and continuously push him each and every day because he can be one of the greats." Young has also stated, "I think he's realized in order to be an all-star, you have to be more than just a scorer. He's taking the challenge each night in guarding guys, defending guys now, and also when he's putting in that effort on both ends of the court, he's bringing his team with him," Young said. Not only has he grown in that aspect of not just scoring, but playing defense, he's also making plays and reads. He's making the right reads and the right plays as opposed to previous years where it was just score, score, score. Young certainly thinks highly of Lavine and shares a special bond with one of the league's rising superstars. Where do you think Zach Lavine ranks among players in today's NBA? Is he a top 20 player? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more NBA content.